What's going on, everybody? David Mitchell here, and Valvaria in
Hello.
Voice of Autism, episode 189.
You did it good. You did it good. You did the right thing. Ow, ow.
I want to check something. Oh, let me check. I need to check it chat on because I don't want to have failure.
I know.
You know?
I know what you mean, babe. Hey, baby.
Yes. And also, my wife got her new laptop.
For my sessions.
Mm-hmm. Her new laptop for Session Live.
Yep. Yeah.
She bought it for Session Live so she can
Do streaming because I'm about to learn how to do it. I'm currently doing it, and I got my OBS Studio installed. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite drivers.
But yeah, we've been doing a lot of stuff lately.
You know, right?
Also, I need to bring it up. I miscalculated on how many weeks the tiny house will be here.
Yeah, he did. Being honest.
Yeah. It actually will be here next week. So I will off by 1 week.
Oh, babe, are you
oops. So I will off by 1 week. We should be getting the tiny house here in Ravenel by Monday. Probably Monday or Thursday. And then we should be getting the tiny house on the property by the end of the week. So, yeah. And then we won't be moving in it straight on because it is hollow. Like, we got to build the inside out too. Like, we got to build the room, bathroom, kitchen, and river room. So we got to work on all that first before we fully move into it. Like, it will take about a week to 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks, depending on how long it will take us. But when we're done, we'll be we move in. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm scared to move in because this one of the things I'm gonna miss is the big TV screen right there.
That TV screen will be in the tiny house.
No, I mean I could not visit there. I might not have a chance to get to use the TV screen when I.
You can always come over here and ask because it is in the same yard, babe.
Oh, that right.
Yeah, so
we're not in another place, not in the another state.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
like confuse you.
It'll be on the same property, like it'll be across from this house, so we can walk a couple yards.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Also, I've been working on some new ideals. Yeah, I ended up having to buy a new cord because my R1 it's starting to go bad. So I'm saying about some new Ralph Fanning series, if you guys remember. And I have some ideals for some right now. Like some of them are from friend and a friend like North American Ralph Fanning trips. That one ideal. Ralph Fanning USA. Ralph Fanning America. And
Postal Ralph Fanning.
That another one, and travel one Ralph Fanning. Like those are some of the ideal. One of the our ideal Ralph Fanning with David. But yeah. Also, I am putting the link from one of my Ralph Fanning video in the description from this week because, man, like it was a wacky week for Ralph Fanning. That I'll be on about. Like literally. So I put the link for that in the description because of how crazy it was. But yeah, wow, it's a, if you know what I mean. Like, and I know like we would both be, but because of the gas crisis from the cyber attack, we had to cancel our trip this week.
Yep.
It might have been a good thing because I did have a doctor appointment on the day that we would both be up in Columbia and Greenville and probably even North Carolina. So I did have a doctor appointment that way, and I completely forgot. So it was a good thing we canceled the trip. So yeah. So ironically, Jup did work out in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to try to see about next Saturday. Like I'm going to try to get next Saturday off before we can go up. But I'm not sure yet. And I am planning the new Rail Fitness series. Like I'll bring up the name of the new Rail Fitness series in my next vlog. So yeah, that's something I'm thinking about doing. Because I'm thinking about a new series that I'm planning to do, like because when I start rail fanning in different areas that are not in Revendale, I want a rail fanning series that I can do, that I can use when I'm in our state, our counties, other cities, heck, maybe even our countries. Or maybe I would do probably another rail fanning series if I'm in another country, but it all depends. But yeah, it's crazy, but probably by next Thursday, I'll have a name for new rail fan in Syria on my YouTube channel. Heck, I'm probably going to have like a little intro for that too. But yeah, it's something that I'm thinking about hard, like because adding new stuff to my YouTube channel, it's something big because it's been a long time. Like last time I did multiple series, like if you guys remember my PUBG series, I only did it for 12 episodes, but I did enjoy it. It did that. Sometimes the game kept crashing while I was on live stream, or sometimes I do think about bringing that series back one of these days. Like I am thinking about bringing it back, and I'm thinking about starting to do like our games and stuff. Like because I did brought up when I originally started the YouTube channel multimedia, like a lot more than just Ralph fan and video blog. So I did brought that up. Like it's going to take a while, like to get there because it does take a lot of hard work and a lot of time, and that's going to be a little tricky because I do work part time at Walmart, so that is going to be a little tricky in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I'll probably have more ideals for what the name of the new series should be. But yeah, so that's something else. Also, you want to say about your NASCAR team?
Yeah. It's a short track racing. Short track racing. No, it's not short track racing, but um, just something about something about special about the road course. I love road courses, and me and my husband about talking about how his stepdad became alone when nobody in this family got into NASCAR, watching NASCAR race every Sunday or Saturday or Friday in the weekends until I got here, snuck in into his living room, and he's surprised.
My wife and my stepdad NASCAR buddy, ironically,
Yeah,
but it's funny.
that's the funniest thing. At the same time, it rekindled. It made me have to rekindle the moment that I rekindled my old habit, the old dream that I have that I've never had for a long time. But
Racing.
yeah, I
Yeah.
realized with my heart that my calling is getting into racing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially like I want to be the only girl in the Rose among the Thorns. Like I want to be one of the guys, one of the
Mm-hmm.
boys, because I've been into that situation before I get married to this guy. I'm one of the boys in the autism group, so it made me comfortable
Mm-hmm.
and it made me feel stronger.
But yeah.
But for me, racing runs into my blood in secret. Like I love racing so much after playing PlayStation 2 video game called Need for Speed Most Wanted, and that made me wanna,
I
that made me. It's the taste me fall in love with racing. And I
I
also play go karts in high school. Not go kart that in real, but go kart in the laptop like this, computerized go kart video game.
mm,
And my brother jokingly called me a professional because they know that I am good at the go kart game.
mhm. Like I my first game that I played that would involve racing, like racing cars and like all that, but Need for Speed Most Wanted too. So that was the first time I actually started playing a racing game, and then I got Midnight Club. Like played that, a couple of racing game, and then
Hmm.
go karts. Like I'm good with go karts. Like I'll bring this story back up from back when I was in freshman year of high school. Like did what after my first year of high school, like my brother and sister were having their birthday party at a place called Tross and Russ, which is sadly no longer around, or it probably moved somewhere else. I'm not really sure, but they had laser tag, go karts, like
Hmm.
a lot of stuff. It was fun. Like heck, like I did the go karts. Like I'm not gonna lie,
Hmm.
but the go karts were fun. Like I if they would still around and you at me with go karts, I would use either Frankie Fun Park go kart or Trot and Russ go kart. I would go for Trot and Russ go karts
I
because you can whip those suckers out like drifting, like you can drift like
seriously.
for yo yeah. You should have been there. Like if you ever had a chance to drive their go karts, like or like you, if you ever got a chance, you would have been able to lift those go karts around the track. Like every time I used to drive them go karts, like I had only 3 times that I did it,
Hmm.
but every time I did, I used to rip the go kart out, like doing like drifts, like Too Fast Too Furious, Tokyo Drift, or like Drift Kana. Like I was drifting the go kart around that track, like I was acting like a drift king in a go kart. Like
Seriously.
whatever you like, drifting in a go kart, man.
I
Like
prior to my love for racing, I tried to dabble in figure skate, ice skating, but I don't know. It's either my mom discouraged me or guilt tripping me. But I was so good at dancing. Imagining myself dancing like an ice skater, because we watched this 2014 Sochi Olympics in the Philippines on TV, and that inspired me to try figure skating.
mm-hmm.
And heck, like okay, don't like it, but I want to do it. I want to fight for it, but unfortunately, I didn't. After undergoing a lot of diet, oatmeal diet, it didn't went well. But I'm still thin at that time. But going back to my love for racing, I imagine myself wearing a fire suit and you're a drifter king.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And heck, Frankie Park something.
Frankie Fun Park.
I love Frankie Fun Park because I want to experience the oval racing, like on the go karts. And
Now, go kart, they don't go in an oval. They're like
seriously,
it's more like a load court. Like you go turn left and right.
like F1,
Mm-hmm.
Formula One kind of style, but difference is go kart. You're riding
Mhm.
go karts.
Yep.
And heck, one of these days, babe, I think I know while we were soul searching, I was on this moment that I'm just soul searching while watching NASCAR race every weekends. And Actually, I started watching. Starting to get into wanting to know more about the sport after watching this recent Daytona
Mhm.
500. And but before that, I started to watch last season's race in October 25th when me and my lovely day gone to Mount Pleasant for our trip with the A&N group.
Mhm.
I missed a lot of races. I missed a lot of racing hours. But when I get into this kind of snucking in little by little, the championship round, like I'll just watch a little bit of it and I missed it. I missed it. Like I just watched it little by little because I was in the living room for a long periods of time.
I'm
So
sorry,
your
baby.
excuse. I've watched this
Oh my.
championship for a short span of time. So like why is this, why is my eyes glued to the racing, glued to NASCAR racing, even if myself I'm not a race car driver myself or an enthusiast, and I'm just somebody who came here just to have fun and get my voice heard. But when I get into this NASCAR racing, I guess this is a calling for me
Mhm.
that I might try this sport one of these days. And heck, that got me into NASCAR. If after watching the Daytona 500 this season, and it made me feel happy. And I watched it on the Valentine's Day before me and my husband started dating during Valentine's Day as a married couple for the first time. And I missed a couple of hours of racing because it is also the time that they have red flag because it's raining, Mother Nature calls. And
Mhm.
heck, I even got back to the house. We even got back to the house and got to watch the live stream version of Daytona 500, and it went well.
Mhm.
It's very special. And with that Daytona 500 experience, watching Daytona 500, even if I missed a lot of hours, it made me rekindle my love for racing,
Mhm.
like what I had before when I was a kid. So one day I hope I would try it in real because for me, I guess racing would help me conquer my fear and would make me calm down. But I'll see because I'm not just trying it in person. So, you know, besides having a lot of crushes in the racing, I have a crush. I have my favorite drivers that I had a crush on. I also had the drivers that I admired and I really looked up to. But still, until now, I still
Mhm.
watch the race and religiously watching
Mhm.
the race on Sunday. Sometimes I got a chance to watch the race on Saturday. Sometimes I got to watch on Friday, but I will never, ever, ever forget to watch the race on Sunday.
Mhm.
You knew that?
Yep, I
Did Mama
know.
knew that I got into habit of watching the race every weekend.
I know. And also, you got into the iration.
Yup. Yeah. Thank God that it's live streamed on online. But I'm happy. One day I want to try iRacing. And
I know.
baby,
But yeah.
baby, what do you think about it? That if I would try iRacing one of these days?
Oh, that would be badass. But
And
yeah.
heck, I even told my husband about it that this would be a rub in the face for those who not believing in me that I can drive
Mhm.
because of my autism.
Yep.
And I'm a
And
lefty. That's an
um.
advantage. Because I researched if you're left-handed, you might be good at driving, and you might have a strong ability to drive very well.
Mhm. So yeah. Okay.
Okay, something. I will say something more about this laptop. Yeah, as you notice, I have this laptop just for 2 days old, 3 days old,
Mhm.
and it's beautiful. And this is Windows 10. This is what I've been looking for because I was about to do sessions on Chromebook, but it didn't work.
Mhm.
It's too light, and the memory is just little, and they required a large amount of memory for the sessions,
Mhm.
especially when you're going to post a lot of content. And heck, this Windows 10 has a spec of
Mhm.
62 gigabyte internal memory, and I would one day have this is an SD card, same
Mhm.
as that one. I would
Yep.
like to invest more on the memory card rather than the hard drive. So
Mhm.
wish me luck.
Also, but yeah.
And also, I'm excited about the good thing is Asus because it's my favorite brand, and I was nervous about because this might not be a good laptop for in terms of quality. But when I came to try this, it became beautiful. It became more awesome than I
Mm-hmm.
expected. I could see, babe.
Mm-hmm. Pretty
See,
good.
Asus. It's like a feather, extremely lightweight, but it's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And heck, you can even do it like this.
Mm-hmm. But be careful, don't bend it too
I
far
don't bend
back,
it too far. It's just like, see, there you go.
because I've seen people do that and break it.
You don't. It sounds very soft. You don't. And also, but the difference is they don't have a CD-ROM reader, but good thing I have there my own, and it's very special. Because I want to. The reason why, babe, I have this new laptop because I would like also to do a recording here
I
rather than there.
I know. I'll be honest. I would love to have one for my laptop. Like I wanted to do Train Simulator again. Like I thought about because for people who don't know, I love playing some Train Simulator when I was younger. It was something that I used to play a lot.
And heck, that old laptop that I got, the large one that I bought from the Philippines as a gift from my church attendee. I reformatted everything, but there's a little bit on the rocks that I
Mm-hmm.
have to work on. On the other hand, that big laptop will be good for my iRacing if ever. But I have to work on reactivating the product key because I don't know because the product key that I got from was used.
Mm-hmm.
But that one, it stays that way. But it's gonna be a risky thing if you don't activate it correctly. But
Also, yet the auto trainer going by right now.
speaking of, hey baby.
What you can hear in the background, if you can hear it.
And also, I was also on my productivity habit of updating my website for professional purposes and personal purposes. Since blogger, I grew out of blogger, so I might transfer the blog entries that I got from the start to my official website. So it's not gonna be too obvious that blog entries for references for Wikipedia will not work anymore. So I decided to transfer all of the blog entries.
Oh, have you updated your Wikipedia page yet?
I do a lot of times, but something personal stuff should be with reference with proof. But I update it every day. My Wikipedia, I check on it every day. But on the contrary, blog entries. I mean, use blog entries for Wikipedia is not gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
It should be scholarly, like websites. The reason why, because blog can be editable, and you don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
But with the website wise, you can edit it for not that much, but nobody's controlling your blog or your website rather. But the website I was using right now is Weebly. Before I was used to free webs, but when I find out Weebly have more quality, have more specs that I needed, that have more quality that I really needed for my website, Weebly is already my website. My web engine, I could call it. I use that for my website, my professional website since 2013. It's been a long time that I use that website and then edit it. I'll use the Weebly web page, a Weebly site, and it's really special. Weebly has a special place in my heart besides the free webs. And honestly, with Weebly, it helped for my brand because Velbar was the brand at the same time as the singer. So also,
but yeah.
Also, this website, if you want to guys check out my website, it will be on my YouTube channel one of these days. And heck, third agenda, babe, unreleased YouTube videos that I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna be releasing unreleased videos that I didn't release on time for Philosophy under this name Philosophy Presents. So y'all gotta watch out. Most of the videos that I be posted is the time that when I was in the Philippines before I got here to the States. What do you think about it?
Pretty good. Also, we do got to bring up something that happened here in South Carolina today.
Something that will scare y'all.
It involved mental health.
Yep.
It happened. I can't remember her name.
Jamal Sutherland.
It was a person with a mental
disability,
and he would take it from a medical place to the detention center. Or can't it work properly? You want to say it?
Like
The
mental health,
the
mental health,
detention center.
the
Like when you go,
center.
like they sent him there, and then a couple hours later he died.
Yeah.
And they did not handle it right. And he let a PWD, a permanent disability, but it's something I'm going to bring up with. Yeah, I'm trying to bring something up that does matter, that I should be talking about on my live streams.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened today is been happening for a long time. It's been happening to people in the autism community, or aka the autistic community, for a long time. But I'll be honest, if we want shit to change, we gotta start fighting for it and getting our voices out there.
Yep.
But we gotta work hard on it and tell the people how we feel. Tell them enough is enough. Heck, I guarantee it was not even his fault. I guarantee they were abusing him, and then he tried to stand up, and that what all take. Like, heck, there are just people who are at the places who get abused, and then they finally said enough is enough and stand up, and next thing you know, they're dead or being hurt. It happened a lot. But we gotta make a stand and tell them enough is enough. And I hope you guys can understand that. Now, it is 1:30 in the morning. Like, I got work at 12 tomorrow, so I'm probably going to only be able to get about 8 to 7 hours of sleep.
No, the bathroom.
Oh, probably Robert or Mommy using it. Yeah, the bathroom on the other side of the wall right here.
Well, so thin, guys. So
hey,
baby.
Yes.
Spinala.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, baby.
Yes.
One of these days, babe, if you see me doing TikTok videos.
Oh, yeah. Now, I hope you guys enjoy.
You're not gonna enjoy it. We're not gonna stop there until we're gonna get our last words. But are you excited about the tiny house, babe? My takeaway is I'm nervous because, like I said, I want to go back to this house anytime. If we have the tiny house, because of course, not saying I'm not contented. It's just that I want to stick to the old routine at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, owning the tiny house for privacy. Like, basically, we're in the same yard. Anyway, I'll be real fanny with Bill, guys.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
Real fanny with Bill, guys, would be fun. Sorry, babe, I interrupted you, but
yeah,
I just love messing with you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, the live stream, and talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys. And I hope you guys have a great Saturday.
Do you like when we do it?
Yeah. Hey, baby.